guys, well, welcome back to Allotment Diggers. It's the 27th of April today, 2025. What's up, Bullcup? Hey, what's up? Hey, you want your loves, don't you? Don't you start. You've been behaving yourself this week. I wish everybody else was like her this week, but no chance. It's been an absolute nightmare this week trying to do this video. Every single shot I had to stop or do something. The video, I've had to change the video about 20 times because of all the people coming over. I've had ambulances in the background, I've had ice cream carts playing music, I've had people playing music on the allotment, I've had let's say everyone coming over asking for favours. I don't mind giving favours, but when they see me talking at the camera they should realise I'm actually doing videos. You all know I do videos, and you know, give me 5 minutes just to end the video, but no, they come around the corner and they're cursing and swearing, and I have to edit all of it. So what should have took me 5 minutes to do one clip, it's took me like half an hour to 3/4, messing around and trying to make the video make more sense. We've been on the car boots this morning. I bought a few coins which cheered me up. I mean, this week's been a nightmare. Hospital, I'm not even going to go there. I thought I was only going in twice. I've been in every day. Bloody doctors ringing me up. I've had more blood taken. I think they're trying to clone me actually. In fact, I could do with a couple of clones to help me out on this allotment at the moment, because I've never stopped doing it. I never stopped. I'm always doing something. But this week I've tried to get everything what I wanted to do. I've tried to do it and actually tried to film some of it, which has been the hard work, is the filming. So where do we start? Well, the first clip you're going to see is me actually preparing the middle greenhouse. Now, we only did one side. I had to do the other side, to dig all the soil out. I had to put the canes and the halos in, set them all up, and that's what you're going to see me doing now. I've got to tell you, I was stopped 6 times doing this video, but you won't see it. I will be speeding it up and I will play music all the way along. All right, John. So you're gonna see me now preparing the middle greenhouse for the tomatoes. So let's have at it. So this is about the best we can do. Leaving the camera there. Hang on. Here, come here. Right. You sit there, okay? If you jump down, do not get in my way. Even better, go hunting. See you later. Goddamn cat. Right, here we go, guys. Don't know what that is. Well, if you're wondering whether the doing what I do here has any effect on Buttercup, as you can see, she's in her bed, curled up, and she couldn't care less. All she cares is that I turn up every morning with the food, and I take her for a walk and give her the cuddles. That's all she cares about. Other than that, she's very contented. She is fast as well. She was fast asleep. Now she's licking herself. But yeah, it's took about an hour to get the to dig the floor out, put new floor in, halos, and put the frames in. Before I got them clips, it was taking me anything up to 2 hours to do. Now we cut it down to an hour at tops. So all the halos are ready, and we'll be putting the tomatoes in very soon. So there you go, we got all the halos in, everything was sorted. We did put the soil into the Brassica cage. That's another story, which we'll come to later on in the video. So that left me with all the tomatoes in the front greenhouse to bring out and put into the halos. Now I'm going to show you me doing one or two. The problem I had was, again, everyone coming over right in the middle of the shot and ruining the video. So I've had to work smart, and I'll show me doing a few of them, maybe 3 or 4 of them, and then we'll give you updates on what it looked like after we've done it. So let me show you me putting the tomatoes in, and they're quite big actually. I didn't realise just how big they've actually got in the front greenhouse, so we got lucky getting them in as well. Let me show you what we planted. Well guys, we're off to a tricky start. I've just been taking all the suckers off this one here, and we're going to be putting them into these halos now. Yeah, all these suckers are all just taking all these bottom leaves off as well. We don't want these. Yeah, get all the suckers, and then the plant will grow true and tall. So there we go. So we got all these suckers out. The trouble is, I've realised these are a bit too big for the pots, so we're going to have to sort of squash them in a little bit and then push them down. We've got some new compost to stick in here. I don't need these canes anymore, the supports. So I'm going to do the back one. Great root system there. That's the first one. Now what I've got to do, get some compost. We'll plant them a little bit deeper as well, these. Right then, what we need now, a bit of Velcro, and we just connect it to the cane, and it grows straight up the cane. I will come back and water these in a moment. Take this out. you go. Take these lower leaves out. Yeah, I'm getting soil into the halos there, but it's not a problem. We'll get that out in a bit. So we took all the suckers out of this one, and like I say, what we do, we just tie this into the plant loosely. Allotment. So all these are all the suckers and all of the bottom leaves that I don't want. Like I say, you can always plant tomatoes deeper. In fact, we've got 2 trusses of tomatoes already on these. That's how long they've been in the greenhouse. Right, so all these side shoots. Take the rod out. Yeah, the suckers are just here. I don't know if you can see them. They just snap out. When you take them out, the plant will grow taller. So compost, top the hole up a little bit. It's a bit shallow. I'm going to take another one of these leaves out here. Like I say, you get, see all them little white tendrils there, they're potential roots, so like I say, you can actually plant them deeper. There's a root system. And all I've got to do is manipulate it round. There we go. Bit more compost around. I won't tie that one in just yet, but it will be tied in when it gets a bit taller. I'll show you me doing this last one here. So again, taking all these side shoots out. Take that one out. Now this plant's a bit twisted, but we can correct that. Beautiful root system there. I always stick this felt underneath the first truss, gives the truss a support as well. So we've got the Alicante, Elsie Craig, They got the Shirley, now I've just got the Moneymaker to stick in. They're not as big as the rest of them, but they will catch up pretty quickly. So I'll get these put into the halos, and then we'll button everything up, and it'll look really good in here in about, I'd say about 3 weeks time. These will start to fly away. As long as she keeps out the way up there, I think we'll get the job done. But let's not tempt fate. Right, let's get these last 6 in. Well, just watering the halos. I will come in with another different type of watering can and just water the top for only once or twice until the roots get down into the bottom, and then they'll be away then. Right, I'm just going to go and fill my watering cans. So as you saw there, we've got the Alicante, 6 Alicante, 6 Elsie Craig, 6 Shirley and 6 Moneymaker. They're all in. I've got to tell you, they've grown at least 6 inches since we've put them in. They've done really well, and we've got lots of flowers on the Alicante and the Shirley. The others are a little bit behind, because we sold them a week later, so they're about a week behind, but they'll all catch up eventually. So yeah, we cleared, we sorted one greenhouse out, and it looks lovely, I've got to tell you, which left me with a front greenhouse with nothing down the side. Now I thought, do I put the halos and the canes in that now, or do I put all the flowers which I needed to prick out and put on? So we had a load of marigolds, still a load of marigolds, but what we was, I think about about a week ago, we was pricking them out, and I was stopped. It might have been 2 weeks ago now, we was stopped. So I needed to come back, and I needed to finish them all off. So I was sat on the table here, you're going to see me doing them, pricking them out and potting them on, and I've got to tell you, I was stopped again about 6 or 7 times while I was doing that. So hopefully you won't see see anybody coming in, but you know, you might get to see like periodic. Well, I've done 6, then you'll probably see there'll be 8 or 9, and there'll be 12 or 15, and in the end there's we'll get to the greenhouse where we've put them all and show you in situ in the front greenhouse. So let me show you what we've done. These are the French dwarf marigolds, what we just planted. Well guys, today we're going to pick the remainder of these marigolds out. French dwarf marigolds. Almost ready for sticking in the ground, that. Now we've got a load of these in the front greenhouse. The thing is, I want to get the rest of them sorted out as well, and we've got the crackerjack yet still to do, so I'm just individually picking them out. Them into the pots. Some of these have like 2 or 3 plants together, which makes it difficult. Got the chair and secretary there, just in out of shot. Hope they don't come over while I'm doing the video. Never say never. Oh. this John Innes that I've got here doesn't look like that other stuff that I actually got. It really doesn't. There's lots of loam in this. Oh well. Yeah, I know what's been causing the problem here. We've had a snail in here. You can see the snail trail going across them. Yeah, that one's had it. I think I'm going to replace that one there. It's not too good, that one. Right, I'm going to put these into the other greenhouse, get another tray, and we'll get rid of the rest of these. I'll show you when we finish, but yeah, this compost isn't it's not like the last lot that we used. There's a lot of bits of loam in this. So these are the marigolds, what we've got. I've got 102 of them. There's 5 trays of 18 plus 12, so 5 trays of 90 plus 12 is 102. So we've got 102 marigolds here. I might sprinkle some slug pellets over these inside the greenhouse. Nothing can get into it except for slugs, and that's what took one or two of them out. So we'll put some. I've got some slug pellets there, so I'll just sprinkle them over the top of it and shut the door. Nothing can get in here. Got some purpless tasty green, what's he call it up there, cucumbers. All these tomatoes here have all got to be pricked out of these bags. Look at this, it's just crazy. I'll just soak them in water and then just prick them out and put them into pots. I'm only going to have about 4 myself, not even that, a couple each. We'll stick them in the greenhouse here. All these are going to be given to plot holders. We've got such a lot of them. I really have got loads. We've done hundreds of them this year. There must be 100 in each, 50 in each of them bags there. Right, anyway, yeah, the difference between the first lot of John Innes and that, you can see the difference. See how it's black there, and then you look at that stuff, it's brown, and it's got very, very stringy stuff in it. So yeah, they're not consistent Westland with the John Innes. However, we did sow them in, and every one of them did germinate. So what I'm talking, but the only difference I can see is the texture and the colour. So that's all I've got to worry about, is the texture and the colour. I've not got a problem, but if I was to use it and the seeds didn't grow, then there would be a problem. Anyway, yeah, 102, there we go. And that tray down the end there's for Aaron, if he's watching. Leave them in here for a bit, let them get a bit better, a bit bigger, and then we'll get them planted out. I'll be taking half of them home, that's for sure. And a lot of them will be going into my hanging baskets around the allotment, and in the greenhouse, I suppose. I'm gonna have to shut the door because Buttercup was sat on these when I come in before, and she flattened half it. Well, she flattened half a tray. We had to replace them. So we've got almost 100 of them. I've got some there for Aaron. He did ask for some, so yeah, I've got him a tray. And the rest of them, I'm going to be taking some home. Obviously, once my mother sees them, she'll want some. And then the rest of them I'm going to put in my hanging baskets when I clean them all up. There's a lot of weeding to do on the allotment now. It's amazing just how quickly the weeds have grown. They really are. It's incredible. But we'll address that when we get round to it. So yeah, we filled the front greenhouse up, didn't we? But they'll be gone within a week or two, and then we'll get the aloes and get the tomatoes into the front greenhouse as well. However, I wanted to clear all the brassicas out of the back greenhouse. Now that was fun. We started doing them again. Every time I turn the camera on, someone come over. So you're going to see it's a bit nip one, pearl one, but you get the idea what we planted. I got that wound up. I forgot. I mixed I mixed some cabbages and some collies up. So we ended up just putting them in. So we're going to be a potluck which grows in which line, but you get the idea what we planted. So we'll do an update at the end. So here's me putting my brassicas into the brassica. Well, guys, today I'm going to be planting these brassicas. I think we're going to put the Brussels sprouts in first. They're the tallest. We'll put them to the back. The smaller goes at the front where the light is. They'll be south. These ones will be in the south, and these are the ones that'll be in the north side of the bed. Yeah, I just had Aaron over. He was after some glass. Luckily, I had the right size for him there. Anyway, he's buggered off. And I'm going to get these now into the bed. Look at that lot, all these here. These are all cosmos. I need to prick these out. Tomatoes, more tomatoes, chilies. I've got all these. I've got loads of chilies. I've got chilies bigger and a lot bigger, which we need to address. This is where the chilies normally go, but for the time being, it's just going to be a store for all my flowers. And anyway. So we're going to put the Brussels sprouts out first. Then I think it's the Savoys up there. They're struggling them. So I'll get them out. I don't know how well they're going to do. We've got some collies just behind them. Got purple cabbage, cone cabbage. Just watching what she's doing. These are my dahlias. That one's not come up for some reason. Bit annoyed. All the others have. Anyway, I'm talking. I need to get these out of here, so I've got to be careful how I do this. I have a trip. We could lose 2 months' work. Right, I'm going to get them all lined up in the beds, and then we'll get planting them. So as you can see, they're all here, so I've got to get them all out of here now. Brassicas are quite tall, so what we're going to use, we're going to put these stakes in as well and support them, because the wind will snap them until they establish. Once they establish themselves, they'll be right. But yeah, you can see they're struggling now in this wind. So anyway, we're going to get these in. I'll set the camera up and show you me doing 1 or 2 of them, then I'll show you what it looks like when we've done them all. But yeah, we're going to be using these and a bit of Velcro, and they should be fine. Right, let's have at it, let's get them in. Now I'll show you me doing one. I say just dig down. There's a good root system there. I'm not bothering with the lime because we've already done the lime business. Put that in there like that. Yeah, the wood pigeon there, it's going, oh, look at the brassicas, look at the brassicas. Yeah. And that is why there's going to be a net on them once we've got them all in. So these are just to keep them up. We'll take these little canes out eventually. But yeah, Brussels sprouts, and leave a label there. So it's straightforward, like I say, we just dig a hole. Lovely and pot bound, that's what I want to see. Good root system. Good firming in. Bit of Velcro. Stick round the main stem. There we go. A bit of a boo-boo here. I've mixed all these up and it's difficult to tell them apart from the cabbage and the collies, but they're a mixture, so we'll stick these in and expect a mixture of collies coming out of here and cabbage. Like I say, I'm going to plant them, get them in, and hopefully we'll get some good results with these. So we got the purple cabbage, spring cabbage and greyhound cabbage here. I'm just going to stick them in. It's just, and drop them in, firm them in, give them a good watering, and then cover them in this netting. Keep the wood pigeons and the butterflies off them, and I think they'll do really well. Right, so I'm going to crack on. They do need spacing a little bit more, but that's the sort of position I'm going to be putting them in. And yeah, and we've got another Brassica, this cage to sort out next. Buttercup watching, ever faithful. So what we got here, we got 6, we got 30 more plants to put in the ground. So I'm not going to bore you to death. But that's what we're doing. They're the brassicas. Unfortunately, I couldn't show you me doing them all because every time I start doing something, someone comes over, and like Georgie come over a minute ago, or half an hour ago actually. But we got the greyhound cabbage, we got spring cabbage, purple cabbage, we got collies, and the and we've actually got some Savoy cabbage in the mix together. I'm not too sure which is which, and then the others are Brussels sprouts. Now we've got canes on them just to keep them up because they're quite tall, it's quite windy. The only thing I've got to do is really give them a good watering. I'm just giving my brassicas a good soaking. Good watering, and hopefully it'll rain over the next few days and it'll get another good watering. But yeah, we got all the brassicas in now, so I'm going to get the net on in a second, and then we'll be done. I'm just going to top the pond up over there in a minute. I've got to take the net off this off these garlic. I'm just going to put the net over the side, and we'll do a bit of weeding in that bed as well. So we've got the brassica cage covered up now, and I'll keep them pesky butterflies at bay, and the wood pigeons. They've been up there all morning, got really excited. All you've heard while I've been putting them in is the bloody wood pigeons cuckooing. Well, when I disappear later, they'll be in for a shot when they come down, and they find that the net's back up, and so will the cats and the foxes. I was going to put some slug pellets in there. Yeah, that wood pigeon up there. I was going to put some slug pellets in, but I'll do it tomorrow. I forgot all about it, to be quite honest with you. So we filled the brassica cage up, as you saw there. We covered it up because you heard the bloody wood pigeons in the background. They was the least of my problems, the wood pigeons, but making the video was tough. It was really hard work, constantly being stopped again. I'm surprised. Well, well, John's just walked past. He's seen him doing recording. Otherwise, I would have had to start this video again. But we got lucky. I've got the chickens driving me nuts at the back in the side of me here. Mark's chickens. It's talk about Bedlam, and again we had the back greenhouse all clear, all one side, all nice and clear. So what did we go and do? We filled it with these. Let me show you. Well guys, we're in the process of pricking out and putting on these marigolds. Now these are a different type of marigold what we normally grow. These are called crackerjack, African crackerjack marigolds, and they grow to about just short of 1 metre tall, and they throw out some beautiful flowers, and you know, you get quite a lot of them on the plants. Now we've got a greenhouse full of the normal French marigolds, the small ones, but these things grow to, you know, you're talking a good 800 millimeters, call it 24 to 30 inches off the ground. Now I've already done a tray of these, and I've got to tell you, there's over 70, and they're all in the back greenhouse at the moment. So what I'm doing now, I'm just finishing off here. These are brilliant, these little trays. Sprinkle these seeds in and away you go. So what I'm doing, I'm just pull them apart and pick the best ones out. Although saying that, I have actually, with the other tray, there were some small ones, and what I decided to do was put them back into this tray. So yeah, they're in the back greenhouse at the moment, and they're in drip trays. Now, I say this is compost. What we're using is the John Innes. This stuff though has got lots of loam in it, so it's great for retaining moisture. They're not going to stay in these pots. I mean, that's what they look like. Can you imagine them almost 1 metre high? Absolutely awesome. Now when I've done here pricking these out, I'll show you what we've got in the back and the front greenhouse. I am planting these quite deep. All these smaller ones I keep to one side. What I'll do is I'll probably give the tray away. Well, I won't be giving the tray, but I'll be giving the plant away. The tray stay with me. Yeah, I've been at this for over an hour. A couple more. You know what, we might just be able to fill the both trays without, yeah, I think, just tamp that down. Oh, get one more in there, I can see one more there, plus there's a few here as well.
So what I'm going to do now, shove these in the corner. You never know, someone might want to take them. And all they are just slightly smaller because they've been drowned out by the bigger ones. They will pick up. I mean, it's absolutely nothing wrong with that one there, it's perfect. They all deserve a chance. Right, what we'll do, we'll give them a watering in a minute. So I'm going to get these lot into the middle greenhouse. We're running out of space. Well, we've run out of space. I've still got the cosmos to sow out yet, prick out. I don't know where I'm going to put them. We might be able to squeeze them in the front greenhouse, I don't know. But a couple of trays, I might do just one tray of them. Maybe 2 trays. I've done about 30 trays of these. But these crackerjack marigolds, that's what they are, and they go to just short of a metre tall. So, and the actual flowers are really big, awesome they are. And yeah, they just keep pumping them out. As long as they keep keep watering them. Right, I'm going to tidy up here, and I'll take you down to the back greenhouse and show you what we've got. So this is where we put them crackerjack marigolds, African crackerjack marigolds that is. As you can see, they're all in here. And we've got the dahlias as well, dahlias, beans. I don't know if I'm going to put the beans in or not. Might give them to someone and start them again. I just haven't got the time to do it at the moment. We've got all them to prick out there. We've got cucumbers, and we've got all sorts, and cosmos to prick out. In fact, there's a cosmos there. I don't know how it got in with the crackerjack marigolds, but it did anyway. Yeah, we've filled the greenhouse up again. This is the back greenhouse, by the way. So yeah, we've got 102, I think there is, crackerjack marigolds. They're the African crackerjack marigolds. They grow to about yay big, and big bushy things, and they're lovely. I only need about 20, 30 of them. The rest of them I will give away. But yeah, we filled the greenhouse up again. Absolute awesome, isn't it? But the other thing, I did a few other things as well, but we'll come back to them. I did sow some cucumbers as well, and no, what are the cucumbers or gherkins, and some cosmos. I'll show you them next week because again I was interrupted every time I was doing them, so I need to do a bit of fancy editing there as well. But we have actually got one more clip, and that's what we bought this morning on the car boot. I didn't break the bank. I spent very little money. In fact, it was pocket change that I spent. Let me show you what we bought. We did all right as well. So this is what we've been wasting money on today. We got 3 gorgeous Georges here. Now you got the cartwheel tuppence here. This is George III, and like I say, if you flip it over, you can see Britannia on the back with the date of 1797. It's a pretty good condition. It's a fair fine. I'd say it's a 20 to 30 quid coin every day. They're selling for that they're selling for between 25 and 35 on eBay in worse condition than that. And yeah, I paid a £5 for it. He wanted 8 quid. I said I'd give you 5. He says sold. So yeah, beautiful tuppence there. And then we got these George VI crowns, 2 of them. Now one's in mint state and one's it's been circulated.
Now these are 1927, sorry, is it it's not 27, I keep saying 27, it's 1937 crown. That's a 1937, and this is a 1937 crown. You can see this one is it's dirty. I suppose you could clean it up if you wanted to, but I would never clean a coin ever. So it's, the price is reflected in the condition, and it's worth about £15. That it is 50% silver. However, this one is mint state. It's pristine, and it's even got a bit of a cartwheel on it. So it's this one is worth a little bit more. It's worth about 25 quid. 20, 25, probably push it to 30, but we paid 8 quid for the two of them. So at the end of the day, we did all right. We got nearly an ounce of silver for 8 quid, and when you can get nearly an ounce of silver for 8 quid, you got a bargain. And when you throw this this George III in the mix for a fiver, I think we did very well today. So yeah, it's amazing. I go out with hundreds and hundreds of pounds of money to throw at these things, and sometimes 13 quid gets you some lovely coins. How about that? I think that's the result. Yeah, so the copper tuppence there of George III, 1797. Yeah, 1797. That was a bargain. 5 quid for that. Actually, no, it was 6 quid. Sorry, 6 quid. Oh, was it? No, 5 quid. Oh, it's 5 quid. That was it. So yeah, we did all right with that. We got that for a fiver. It's worth at least 20 quid. I mean, I've seen them on eBay for selling for 20, 30 quid. I'll never sell it, but I've got about 6 of them, to be quite honest with you. But that's a nice one. I saw it, and when you see something like that and it's really nice, you grab it. The crowns, that was another lucky. That was lucky. I was coming back. I thought they'd I would come off. It was Bolton, not Bolton. The East Lancs car boot we were on. I thought it had been pit dry when I went round the first time, but when I was coming back, I saw this glass case which I missed before as I was walking around. Anyway, I looked in it, and below me, there's two 1937 crowns there. One was a bit scuffed, and the other one was in mint nick. So you know, the 50% silver. I said to the guy, "What do you want?" He says, "A tenner." I says, "Well, that one's a bit scuffed up. I'll give you 8 quid for it." 2 of them, he says, sold. So yeah, I think I paid 13 quid in total for all for them three coins, and we did all right. There must be 13 quid's worth of silver content in the crowns. However, one of the crowns is in really good condition, so it's worth numismatically, it's worth a lot more money than what I paid for it anyway. So yeah, we did all right. I didn't spend any money at all. God, I'm normally spending hundreds and hundreds of pounds. However, there is an Antiques and Collectors Fair next week, so never say never. I'm looking for certain coins, but very rarely do I actually find them. But others do turn up. So anyway, that's what we've been doing this week. It's been an absolute nightmare to make this video, I've got to tell you. I don't know which was worse, being in hospital every day, or try to make this video. But I hope you enjoy it anyway. As you've seen, we've actually got a lot done this week. We still need to clad the doors on the compost bins and get all the compost moved, and we also need to do more pricking out and potting on, and again doing some weeding, and maybe cutting the grass at the front of the plot because it looks terrible. So that's what we got in store for next week. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and I'll see you back here for some more next week. Bye for now, folks.